Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Robcast, Revenge of the Nerd podcast. Hi, it's been a while, guys. Did you miss me? I missed you. I am Rob Sacchetto, the inventor of the zombie portrait and all-around pop culture guru. And today we're going to be doing another movie edition of the podcast. So, if you hadn't already known by the thumbnail of this video, I'm gonna be doing First Blood, Rambo First Blood. Yeah, it's a tough movie, but what a fantastic movie. Done in 1982, like almost 40 years ago? Come on, man. I know, but you know, Sylvester Stallone is the master of the self-franchise. He created Rocky for himself, and kind of, he didn't create this, but you know, he continued it. Rambo, spoiler alert, he was supposed to die at the end of this movie, but he didn't. A neat little factoid is when you rent this or stream it or buy it, and I suggest you buy it because it's so good, and watch it on some kind of mechanical device like a DVD player or whatever, there's an actual outtake at the end of this movie which shows him getting killed. They were supposed to stop this movie at that, but of course, as you probably well know, or maybe don't, because man, this franchise is decades old basically. Though they did do a new one, like the last one probably, not too long ago. Like it was a couple years ago. But this is the first one. This is to me, arguably the best one. I love this movie. I can't recommend it, highly enough. I rank it kind of up there with, Predator, The Thing, and like movies like that in terms of authenticity. Just continue compelling action, and it's very realistic. There's a scene in this movie that a lot of people would go, oh yeah, like as if that would happen. But when you think about it, like stranger things have happened. And, if it didn't happen, it would be the end of the movie. But when it's a plot point, or it's a definite plot point that you kind of go, well, man, yeah, that is possible. Those things are possible. And, you'll know it when you see it, because it's one of the most sort of like unbelievable actions in this movie. But for the most part, it's surprisingly very centered in terms of a realistic depiction of fantastic events. So basically, it charts the life of, or basically the I would almost say the weekend of this Rambo dude. He is a Vietnam vet. He's going to visit one of his last remaining, friends, buddies from Vietnam, and basically his little visit takes a turn when he tries to go through this little town, and he's confronted by Brian Dennehy, who is a sheriff in this little town, and things basically escalate very quickly, to coin a phrase, from there. So yeah, things happen. Richard Crenna, Rambo's old, army, trainer. He's a Green Beret, so he trained Rambo in the arts of being a Green Beret, being a extremely badass soldier. He shows up on the scene to try to defuse the situation. It doesn't work quite as well as expected, and Rambo goes on a city destroying rampage. And even at that point, even in the movie's waning moments, it doesn't devolve into something that is so spectacular and so insane that it doesn't, it defies belief. It's still it still keeps that center of reality in check, which is really great. And that's why this movie's so, so good and so compelling. That's why I highly recommend it. There's only one scene I think that and really it's a pet peeve. I'm kind of nitpicking. But there's a scene where they basically send this army to go up where Rambo is hiding in the woods, in the mountains. They send this group of, I guess, those, reserve soldier dudes, like they're the locals who sort of signed up to be reserves in the army. So they send these guys up, and it's kind of, they kind of take this little wee comical, sidetrack thing, and that's when that's when I personally was like, I don't like that part. That's one of the biggest things I would say I didn't like in this. And that's it. So it's a very short scene. Other than that, my goodness, it's such a great film. Stallone plays it perfectly. You know what? It harkens back to, again, that grassroots sort of Rocky, the early Rocky movies thing, until they got spectacularly insane with robots and stuff, and giant like almost mechanical Russians and things like that. So yeah, this movie is kind of, again, more grounded, more grassroots, more set in reality. It's very serious, but incredibly fun, and the action just continues. And how it culminates is, just absolutely fantastic to watch. You'll be at the edge of your seat if you have not seen this movie before, and it is almost 40 years old. I could totally get why maybe this had passed you by. I definitely recommend it. Highly recommend to watch. Stallone does a very understated, minimalist performance in this, and it's so good. And he's so believable, and it's so heartbreaking to watch him. How he's treated. It's not a message movie, though. Don't get me wrong. It does not club you on the head with a message about how we treat our veterans and everything. But that kind of goes without saying. It's in there only by default. But it's not a message movie. You're not going to be it doesn't exhaust that message at all. It's more about the action and really fun. In a serious way. Movies after this, the subsequent Rambo films, got a little off the rails. Number 2, I really enjoyed, though. If you like really over the top action, that's a Rambo movie that came after this years later. That really kind of went off the rails in terms of reality and stuff. He was almost super heroic. Then number 3 was kind of meh. I remember watching it a couple of times, not being that impressed. And then number 4, the one that was fairly recent, like a few years ago. There's number 4. Which was in the jungles of, I can't remember, Peru or something like that. Then number 5, which was very recent. That one was insane too. But yeah, you know what? A lot of fun, man. You can do a Rambo weekend and be thoroughly entertained by all of those films. And I kind of plan to do that one day soon. So, but yes, watch this movie, stream it, find it. Pick it, pack it, fire it up, come along, take a hit from the Rambo bong. It's awesome. That'll do it for today, guys. I will leave, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing one of my t-shirts custom t-shirts that I have. I will leave the link in the description below of how to get these t-shirts and many other cool items and designs. My TeePublic store. I will leave a link to my Patreon page as well, where I post zombie drawings every single day, and I've been doing that for like 12 years, man. So much to see. Support the Patreon if you can. I would really appreciate it. It would really mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I'm going to try to do more as usual. I keep saying that, but I'm going to try to keep doing as many new videos as I can in the months ahead to keep you all entertained. And I hope you give this a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Guys, thanks again. I will see you very soon with at least a new artist review, and if not, another movie review, and some new stuff. I'm working on some new stuff. I want to do some tutorials for you guys. A lot of you have been asking about that, so I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to bid you adieu. Best wishes and love. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.